what can you do to fight that? I mean, it's like he's got these people coming out.
Well, there are actual things that you can do. One of them would be to put up a no trespass sign. And this is for Alabama, and there are maximum of laws. Now, do you know what a maximum of law is? It is a correct and proper statement that is long-standing. As long as, there's probably 1,500 maximum of laws that exist. They are frequently well-worded, that are easy to memorize and that kind of thing, that have been used in law, and where they're applicable, they're not refutable. Now, this sign has a maximum of law, and it says, "Every home is a castle. Though the winds of heaven blow through it, officers of the state cannot enter." That's a maximum of law that came down from England to us, and we don't understand that our private property is a castle, and we can restrict the officers of the state from coming onto our private property. But because we allow it to be defined as personal or real, we don't understand the significance of that, and then their code applies to our property. We have to begin to understand those terms again and reapply them in order to reassert our rights rather than privileges under this system. Let me say one thing. If you do put this up, of course you want to follow the state statutes of how it should be put up. Now in Alabama, I don't know of any requirement that you have to put it up on the four corners of your property and then every so many feet. In Tennessee, I think that's true. So if you create a sign like this, of course you're going to want to put the code from Virginia, and you want to follow all the codes. And what we say or advise people that are thinking about this is to take a newspaper and hold it up beside the sign and take a photograph of that. That gives documentation as to when the sign was actually posted. So then you notarize that statement and you send it to any elected official that may have charge to send a code enforcement officer or any other agent to your property, noticing them that your property is posted private, and he needs to notify you should he desire to come onto your property. Now the reason for that is that the code enforcement officers in Florida have torn the sign down. There was no documentation, and it was the owner's word against the code enforcement that it was ever there. So this gives you further standing in court should someone come to your property and you can claim that there was criminal trespass, whereas otherwise you couldn't.